Namaste and welcome back to JEE Mathematics with Typical Monk. This is class 14. The parabola. A parabola is the set of all points kept exactly as far from one fixed point as from one fixed line, a focus and a directrix. From that single balance, the whole curve unfolds, the vertex, the axis, the latus rectum, and the beautiful rule that the focal distance is simply the points x plus a. Today, we read the four forms, place the focus and the directrix, and draw a tangent in one clean line, one idea at a time. Here is what you will learn today. First, the four standard forms and how to read the orientation straight off the equation. Second, the focus, directrix, vertex, axis, and the latus rectum, which is 4a. Third, the focal distance, which is x plus a, and the focal-chord property. Fourth, the parametric point, a t-squared comma to a t, and the tangent and normal. And fifth, the tangent in slope form, y equals mx plus a over m, and the drills. One idea at a time. 4 ideas. Run this entire chapter. Look at them together first. The standard form, y squared equals 4ax. It opens to the right, with its vertex at the origin and its axis along the x-axis. The focus and the directrix. The focus sits at the point a comma 0. The directrix is the line x equals minus a. 1 point and 1 line. The latus rectum. It is the chord through the focus, perpendicular to the axis. Its length is 4a, with ends at a comma plus or minus 2a. And the focal distance. For any point P with coordinates x and y, the distance SP equals x plus a straight from the definition. Now look at the picture. The anatomy of y squared equals 4ax. The definition first. Every point P is the same distance from the focus S as from the directrix, that is, SP equals PM, where M is the foot on the directrix, the vertex and the axis. The vertex O sits at the origin, exactly midway. The axis runs along the x-axis. The focus S is at a comma 0, and the directrix is the line x equals minus a. The latus rectum, the chord through the focus, perpendicular to the axis, has length 4a, with its ends at a comma, plus or minus 2a. And the focal distance. For the point P with coordinates x and y, the focal radius SP equals x plus a. And that single rule solves most focal-chord problems. Now the working formulas, the ones the exam turns into marks. The ribbon holds the anchors. Y squared equals 4ax, focus at a comma 0, latus rectum 4a. The parametric point. Every point on the parabola is a t-squared comma to a t. One parameter t traces the entire curve, put t equal to 0, and you're back at the vertex. The focal distance, SP equals x plus a. The focus to point distance is just the point's x coordinate plus a. The focal chord, a chord that passes through the focus. If its two ends have parameters t1 and t2, then t1 times t2 equals minus 1. And the tangent in slope form, y equals mx plus a over m touches I squared equals 4ax for every slope m. At the point a over m squared, comma, 2a over m. Let us read a whole parabola, end to end. Take y squared equals 12x. We will find a, the focus and directrix, the latus rectum, a focal distance, and a tangent. Find first. Compare y squared equals 12x with y squared equals 4ax. So 4a equals 12, which gives a equals 3. The focus and directrix. The vertex is at the origin. The axis is the x-axis, the focus is at 3, 0, and the directrix is the line x equals minus 3. The latus rectum, its length is 4a, which is 12, its endpoints are 3, 6, and 3, minus 6. A focal distance. For the point 3, 6, c equals x plus a, which is 3 plus 3, equal to 6, the same as the latus rectum half, exactly as it must be. And a tangent. With slope m equal to 1, y equals m x plus r over m, which is x plus 3. one value, but did the whole class of work. Now let us read orientation straight off the equation. The four standard forms side by side. The first, y squared equals 4ax, opens to the right. Its focus is at a comma 0. Its directrix, the line x, equals minus a. The second, y squared equals minus 4ax, opens to the left. Focus at minus a comma 0. Directrix, the line x, equals a. The third and fourth, x squared equals 4i, opens upward, with focus at 0, r, and x squared equals minus 4r, y opens downward, with focus at 0, minus a. And here is the rule that ties them together. The variable that is not squared marks the axis, the sign gives the direction, the parabola opens, and the lattice rectum is always 4a. Now what JEE actually asks. 5 pointers. 1. Y squared equals 4ax gives focus a comma 0, directrix x equals minus a, and latus rectum 4a. The chord one-liner. 2. The focal distance sp equals x plus a, straight from the directrix definition. 3. The parametric point a t squared comma 2at and a focal chord's ends satisfy 2, 1 times 2 equals minus 1. 4. The tangent in slope form E equals mx plus a over m, touching at a over m squared comma 2a over m, and at a point x1 I1. The tangent is y1 equals 2a times bracket x plus x1. And 5. Orientation. The non-squared variable is the axis, its sign gives the direction, and the lattice rectum is always 4a. Now a true or false drill. For each claim, decide if it is true, and if it is false, find exactly where it breaks. Claim 1. For y squared equals 4ax, the directrix is the line x equals a. That is false. The directrix is x equals minus a. It is the focus that sits at x equals a. They lie on opposite sides of the vertex. Claim 2. The lattice rectum of y squared equals 4ax has length 4a. That is true. It is the focal chord perpendicular to the axis, with ends a comma plus or minus 2a. Claim 3. Every point of a parabola is equidistant from the focus and the directrix. True. That is the very definition. SP equals PM defines the curve. Now match each feature to its formula. The focus of y squared equals 4x goes to a comma 0. The directrix of y squared equals 4ax goes to the line x equals minus a. The lattice rectum length goes to 4a. And the parametric point goes to at squared comma 2at. 4 pairs, and each one is worth committing to memory. Now, how many of these 3 statements are correct? 1. The vertex of y squared equals 4ax is the origin. That is correct. 2. The focal distance of a point x, y on y squared equals 4ax is x minus a. That is wrong. The focal distance is x plus a. 3. For a focal chord of y squared equals 4ax with ends t1 and t2, we have t1 times t2 equals minus 1. That is correct. So the answer, 2 are correct. Statements 1 and 3. The chap is statement 2. The focal distance is x plus a, not x minus a. Now the 2 mistakes that quietly cost marks. The myth, for I squared equals 4ax, the directrix is x equals a. The truth, the directrix is x equals minus a. The focus is x equals a. They sit on opposite sides of the vertex. Now second myth, x squared equals 4y opens sideways, like y squared equals 4x. The truth, x squared equals 4y opens upward. When x is the squared term, the axis is vertical. Now, test yourself. Answer in your head before the reveal. That is how JEE speed is built. Here we go. Question 1. The lattice rectum of y squared equals 16x. 16, it is 4a, and 4a equals 16. Question 2. The focus of y squared equals 8x. Here, 4, a equals 8, so a is 2. The focus is 2, 0. Question 3. The directrix of y squared equals 8x. the line x equals -2. Question 4. The value of 4x squared equals 20i. For r equals 20, so r is 5. And question 5. The focal distance of the point 4, y on y squared equals 8x. Here, a is 2, so x plus a equals 4 plus 2, which is 6. Let us gather it all in one breath. The standard form, y squared equals 4x, focus at the comma 0, directrix x equals -a, vertex at the origin. The latus rectum equals 4a with ends a comma plus or minus 2a. The focal distance, sp equals x plus a from the directrix definition. The parametric point, at squared, comma to a t, and a focal chord's ends satisfy t1 times t2 equals -1. The tangent, y equals mx plus over m, orientation comes from the non-squared variable, and the latus rectum is always 4a. Next class, the ellipse, its foci, its eccentricity, and the sum of focal distances property. A parabola is one perfect balance, as far from a focus as from a directrix, and from that fall the vertex, the axis, the latus rectum 4a, and the clean rule that the focal distance is x plus a. Sarah, David, Lisa, and John all began exactly where you are sitting now. One idea at a time, you will crack JEE. I will see you in the next class.